And then you know what happens. It's off and racing at the UCI Cross Country Short Track World Cup. Matisse Cesaro, absolute nightmare from the front row. The rest of them have to get around him.
And a poor start as well for Fabio Punter, and he took Charlie Aldridge back a couple of places as well.
Luca Martan leads them into the start loop in the national champions colours of France. Then it's the man on the hunt for an overall title, Christopher Blevins in second place. There's Simon Andreasen for Orbea. Koretsky rolling to the front. And just a little possibility over that ridge, Ollie, to just, if you're in front, just roll off slightly, send a ripple behind you. I'm not casting any aspersions, but...
Koretsky wasn't in a rush to carry much momentum then. He just backed it up a little bit.
Look at the mechanics roaring them all on from the tech feed zone.
Just saw in the background as well, Adrien Boissy from France, the under-23 world champion. So he's coming through fast.
It's the UCI world champion versus the national champion of Germany versus the national champion of France versus the UCI World Cup overall points leader, all to play for at the front of the 8th round of the UCI Cross Country Short Track World Cup here from the Bike Kingdom in Lenzerheide as they head into the route section one more time.
So Luca Martin, winner in the last World Cup race, cross country in Ligier. And
excuse me, that was Schwarzbauer he overtook at the top of the climb. I just saw the white jersey, but Schwarzbauer looking really, really strong here.
Yeah, it's really good to see the German champ.
Adrien Boissy as well, in the white helmet and the red jersey of Specialized Factory Racing, up and amongst it as well here. 4 abreast around there. Look at Schwarzbauer, Lou. Just turned it on. Little reach across there. Punchard telling Martan he's there. Why is Andreasen sat up there, Ollie? Just all of a sudden you saw him just sit up on the bike.
Yeah, I mean, you want the advantage of being into the descent. We know how good Andreasen is on the descents, and that's where you want to be at the front, but you're not in a massive rush to drag everyone through on the asphalt, so you're better off getting on the front, but you don't want to drift too far back.
Well, you saw a little tap on the elbow, Cole Punchard, just telling Luca Martan that he was there. We know Candale Factory Racing, very good at flying in formation. Look at Blevins, though, on the right-hand side. Blevins, clever riding, but just getting hold up. Blevins, on clips, has to get back on the pedals, nearly collects Cole Punchard on the way through.
Yeah, Blevins, he knew he was out of position, and he panicked a bit, tried to move up, but a bit of a risky move going up the inside there. Didn't pay off, just catches the tape.
Look at this, though. Martan back into the lead in the red, white, on the red, white and blue custom painted Cannondale, fresh from the UCI World Championships.
Yeah, that second group, this front group of 7, the second group led by Fabio Punter and Dario Lillo after that little accident, just coming back through.
Look at Adrien Boissy in the red jersey of Specialized Factory Racing, freshly crowned UCI under-23 short track world champ, moved down a weight category, I think you could say, to take that one on, and got the job done against Finn Trudler and Zermatt.
Yeah, gaps just appearing now. That front group, I think 8 riders. Chris Blevins just on the back of it.
It's so good to have Lukas Schwarzbauer back at the front of a short track World Cup properly, isn't it?
Love how he races, when he's in good form and he takes it on. Not shy of ripping it apart.
Watch Boissy in the red jersey as Schwarzbauer again lifts the pace across the start-finish line. Swings left and heads up the hill. And they are lifting the pace here. Koretsky matching Schwarzbauer every pedal stroke of the way and manages to get past him now. But here comes Martan.
Yeah, Koretsky's got some sharp elbows and he just backs it up a little bit there.
Specialized against Cannondale at the front list. The old rivalry gets back underway.
But yeah, Luca Martan and Lukas Schwarzbauer were able to respond to that attack by Koretsky.
Look at Cole Punchard now. Cole Punchard for Candale Factory Racing. Overtakes Adrien Boissy.
And we see here the background just off the back. It's Christopher Blevins just can't quite follow this front group.
And again, it's nearly 4 abreast into this right-hander as they head back down the hill. Boissy to the front now alongside Koretsky and Luca Martan.
Be interested to see who's going to take this one. 191. Schwarzbauer
Schwarzbauer not done yet. Over to the right-hand side, breezes past Martan. There comes Boishy on the right-hand side of Martan. Martan says, no thank you, I fancy leading this one. Boishy and Martan going wheel to wheel past Lucas Schwarzbauer.
It's a big move now from Martan.
This is it. It's starting to liven up here in Lenzerheide. Martan knew how important that was to get into this descent first. Koretsky and Boishy for Specialized behind him.
Yeah, Koretsky just pulling round on his younger teammate and they're throwing it in now.
Martan absolutely slinging it into the rot at the bottom of those routes.
And you saw fifth position Andreasen just working hard to close, but he's getting back on as Schwarzbauer comes through.
And they get the bell from Guy Martin 17 times on an Isle of Man TT podium. Left-hander Schwarzbauer. Schwarzbauer back in the lead, but Koretsky attacks at the base of the climb. Boishy going with him. Martan stalking them every turn of the cranks. There's Andreasen now as well, just getting distance. Andreasen looks like he doesn't have anything left in the tank. Schwarzbauer sits up. It's Koretsky from Boishy from Martan on top of this one.
And that just enabled Schwarzbauer to come a bit. It was Martan who was having to respond.
Koretsky goes, Koretsky kicks now past the tech feed zone. Boishy attempting to live with the pace of the UCI world champion here. Victor Koretsky heads up the climb. Who's going to make it into the right-hander first?
But watch out for Andreasen. Look at the speed Andreasen's carrying into this section. Can he close the gap to the two Specialized riders?
Andreasen gets to the top ahead of Martan. I can tell you Blevins down in 21st currently. The title not going to get looked up this evening by the look of it. Koretsky, Boishy, both do the gap off the bridge.
Lucas Schwarzbauer hanging in there in fifth position.
And now it is an all-out drag race to the line. Koretsky has some space behind him for the first time this evening. The gap's appearing. There's Boishy in second place. Is the UCI world champion going to take the win this evening? Victor Koretsky has a look round. There's no one there. Victor Koretsky is going to get a UCI cross-country short track win in Lenzerheide. Here comes the world champion. Victor Koretsky gets it done in Switzerland. Behind him, Adrien Boishy, the under-23 world champion. The teammates Specialized 1-2 in Switzerland. Andreasen joins him on the podium. What a ride ahead of Martan.
The world champion, we wanted to show those stripes once again.